Hey there, finger pickers. Your Guitar Sage, Eric Andreas from Your Guitar Sage here. And today we're going to be talking about finger picking. I'm going to be showing you all different techniques here. I'm going to be showing you classic techniques, and then I'm going to be showing you variations of that. So, go get your guitar and sit down and let's get ready to learn. Okay, so here we go. By the way, all of these techniques I'm talking about are covered extensively in ebook 2 that you can find at YourGuitarSage.com. If you haven't already, go there, check it out. Also, get ebook 1 if you haven't already. Okay. So, and in this, I have when I'm talking about these finger picking exercises, I have 28 of them here. We're going to be covering a few of them today. Okay, but let's talk about the basic technique of finger picking. Finger picking obviously is when we use our fingers instead of a pick, but there is some specific ways to do this. Now, you can break the rules, and people do it all the time, and it sounds great, sounds fine, but I'm going to show you the most efficient way to finger pick. It's going to save you time, it's going to make you an efficient and fast player. So you can cheat, you can do all these other ways, but I'm telling you that this way is not only the way that they teach in classical school. I was a classical major for a few years before I changed my major to music business, but this is the way that you're taught in classical school, okay? It's also a really efficient way for rock and everything else. So, it goes something like this. Oh, and let me cover something else here before we begin. You can use fingernails, or you can use just your fingers, okay? There are guitar players like Lindsey Buckingham and Mark Knopfler and guys like that that don't use fingernails, but they just use their fingertips, and they get great sounds from their guitar. Typically, it sounds best with an electric. Guys like Brad Paisley as well doesn't use fingernails. Guys like me, who mainly do finger picking when it comes to acoustic guitars, I do use my fingernails because I like the brightness of it. Makes a nice bright sound. Well, this one finger that doesn't have a nail on it because it broke, it sounds like this. Well, you can hear it there a little bit. Anyhow, it's going to be a brighter sound with your fingernails. So there's not a right way, there's just your way. And okay, so here we go. Let's talk about the exercises. So this can be done with nails or without. For the most part, when you're finger picking, your thumb, finger picking, I don't even know what that means. But if you're finger picking, then your thumb will take care of strings 6, 5, and 4. E, A, and D, right? And fingers 1, 2, and 3 will take care of strings 3, 2, and 1, respectively. So, I always tell my students when they're learning this, take your hand and rest it. Take these 3 fingers and rest it there. Take your thumb and rest it on that low E string, okay? And just get used to that feel, okay? For the most part, when you're playing a chord that has a 6-string bass, then your thumb will be playing there, and your fingers 1, 2, and 3 will be playing the high notes. They could be playing inside, like strings 2, 3, and 4, but right now we're going to be talking about strings 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so like if I'm hitting an E chord, then that's how I would pluck. If I was hitting an A minor chord, which has an A in the bass instead of an E, then my thumb would come down, but my other fingers would just stay there. So, or a C chord has a C in the bass, so again, I wouldn't go like this, because that's an E in the bass of a C. We don't want to hear that, we want to hear a C. So it would sound like that. If I was playing a D chord, right, the D chord has a D in the bass, a D string. So here we go. I'm going to move my thumb down again, and make sense? So the thumb's moving, but these guys are not. Now, here's a perfect exercise to begin with. What you want to do is you take your thumb and play. This would be a figure in 6, meaning the song's in 6, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in fact, that's the beginning of Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. Okay? They must have learned this song from my lesson. Probably not. Okay, so thumb, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. you're not going to rush this. You really just want to play this very slowly and methodically until it makes sense to you, okay? Then you can start speeding it up, but it's not just going to happen overnight. It's going to take weeks, months to get good, okay? So take your time with it. Don't rush yourself. Don't beat yourself up, but do be persistent and do it every day and do it for a long time. Then you will get good, okay? All right, so then if we were doing an A, same thing. A C, D, E minor. So watch my thumb, it's moving, all my other fingers are staying the same. So right now I'm hitting that E, but when I go to the A, watch my thumb, it's going to the 5th string. Then when I go to the C, it's still on the 5th string, and the D, it's on the D string, okay? Okay, so that's one technique. Then you could do, say like a thumb and 2 notes at a time, like a combination, like, or, so here I'm picking my thumb and then strings 1 and 2. So you can do all sorts of combinations. You can also do something called a pinch pick, which is when you hit 2 notes at once, and it's kind of like you're pinching your fingers, be like this, or it's like you're doing this, okay? What I do is I put them on there, put a little pressure, pull away from the guitar, and I get that. Or you can do all 4 at once. I use this in techniques like in the song Nowhere to Run that I wrote on my MySpace site, Eric Andreas. You can go there and check it out. But it goes, this is kind of like a waltz. You might hear this like on a piano, this kind of figure, or on a harpsichord. And it's kind of mimicking that feel. Bass, treble, that sort of thing. And so, you can create chords, you can arpeggiate through the chords, do all sorts of different things. But several different techniques there for you to use. If any of these are difficult for you, check out YourGuitarSage.com, get ebook 2. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and keep practicing your guitar. See ya!